habits, and there's kind of no turning back for those people.
Another reason why psychedelics are important is because all these things that you're sweeping under the rug, you mask with hedonism, right? Pleasure. You're watching TV, you're vaping, you're smoking, you're drinking, you're doing all these things to mask that feeling that you don't understand.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
You just need to understand yourself, and then you go from there.
And I think that's why I'm like, social media is very dangerous to society because it's an addiction just like anything else, and it masks the way you feel, and it gives you artificial dopamine.
It's insane. You're having a bad thought, you don't want to deal with it, pull out your phone.
Pull up Instagram, what's on there?
Yeah, and then it just doesn't go anywhere, and it just lingers in the back of your brain.
Yeah. Oh, that's a hot girl, dopamine. Oh, there's a cool car,
Dude,
dopamine.
It sucks you in, too. It's like they've hijacked your brain. They know you better than you know yourself.
Yeah, and then the problem is when you're reliant on external dopamine, you need more and more of it.
More and more.
So eventually social media is not going to do the trick. Alcohol. Eventually alcohol is not going to do the trick. Drugs. Eventually drugs aren't going to do the trick. Go commit a crime. Or like it just keeps going. And that's why I'm appreciative that we're having this conversation. Because the awareness, I think, is so important for people to hear.
I used to do podcasts just like these every day when I was doing my shrooms every day.
Oh, yeah.
And I would literally just set up a GoPro, and me and my two friends would just talk exactly like this, and people loved it because it's real shit. We're not just talking about like, yeah, we're rich, we make a lot of money, we're cool. It's like things that like really have to go on internally in order for you to experience the abundance that life has to offer, because a lot of people are just like, oh, that's just woo spiritual nonsense. But it's like, if you don't understand yourself, you're not going to understand what it takes for you to become that version of yourself that you want to become, and you'd have no idea what you need to work on to become that version of yourself, because that version of yourself is, it's already you.
Yeah.
Just with time.
Yeah.
And like we said, time's just an illusion from presence delayed, I guess. It's like,
Yeah.
the internal work will always be number one. It's not like you can just wake up one day and then you're like, yep, I'm going to get rich. It's like you just work on yourself. It sounds like that's how you started. That's how I started. It was internally, and then you work backwards. You go from there.
Yeah, and eventually the things you do, something works.